Hannah, are you there? If you have a minute, there is something I need to talk to you about.
Oh, Bridget. Hello. I am actually at work right now, so if we could please talk about this later, that would really help me out.
Wait, what? You have a job? I didn't know you worked. When did you start this? Or is it just a cute little part-time job or something?
Oh? Really? I didn't realize you didn't know. But yes, I do work. And it is a full-time career, thank you very much.
Well, this is the first that I am hearing of it. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, I see. Well, now you know, I guess. Anyways, I really need to get back to work, so...
Well, you should have told me when you came and introduced yourself to all your neighbors. How inconsiderate of you!
I feel like I must have told you. But anyways, like I said, I'm at work right now, so I really have to get going.
Wait, not yet. I have something I need to talk to you about, remember? It seems that my husband is going to get a big promotion this year. Isn't that amazing?
Wait, what? Are you sure about that? When did this happen? Let me think. Your husband is assistant to the branch director for general affairs, right?
Oh, wow. How did you know that? You must really do your homework. But yes, that's right. Basically, my husband is the most important person around these parts. Anyways, I just thought that was kind of important that the other wives in our area knew that little fact about my hubby. And me. So I just thought you should know.
Well, I appreciate the information. Thanks. But I'm curious. Where did you hear that your husband was going to be promoted? I thought that the list for promotions hadn't come out yet.
Well, I'm sure it's all but official. Just wait for the announcement. You'll see.
Okay, well, my meeting is about to start, so I have to go now. Goodbye!
Just one more thing before you go. To celebrate his promotion, I thought it would be fun to have a big dinner. And since I want this to be a big surprise, make sure you don't tell Dan anything about this, okay? I want to plan it all in secret. Of course, I was thinking, for something this special, only a really nice steakhouse would do. I'm pretty sure there was supposed to be a pretty famous one downtown. I was thinking about going there. And I was thinking of making reservations for about 30 or so people. I thought that we could invite a few others from the neighborhood. And you're invited to all of this too, of course, Hannah. Since you're the newest resident of our humble neighborhood, I thought that I would show you a little kindness and invite you along too. Hello? Hannah? Hannah, my messages aren't showing up as read right now. Hello? Are you there? I am trying to be nice to you right now. You really think your work is a good enough excuse to get away with ignoring me? I am the leader of all the wives in our neighborhood. You better not try and mess with me. So, that's how it's going to be. Well, I won't let you just get away with this unscathed. Don't forget, all of our kids go to the same school, too. We're all mom friends now, too. And I'm the leader of all of them. That is why you obviously should be prioritizing talking and listening to me rather than using your work as an excuse to not read these messages. Hello? Hannah? Are you serious right now? I can't believe this. You have really got some nerve. Well, I guess I have no choice to penalize you for this. I can only hope this makes you learn your lesson. Don't forget, you're still new here. You've got a lot to learn about the chain of command, so you better stop acting so uppity and arrogant. I think you need to be punished. Hannah, are you there? I have a quick question for you. I think I might have asked you this before, but I guess I must have forgotten. What does your husband do for a living again? Isn't he like the head of one of the departments in the company or something?
My husband? I think that even if I explained it to you, you wouldn't really get it.
Excuse me? And what is that supposed to mean? You're just trying to hide the truth, aren't you? I bet he's just some low-level office drone like the rest of them.
Now, Bridget, let me explain something to you. Normally, I don't text during work, but since we've only recently met, I didn't want to be rude and decided to interrupt my work to respond to you. But texting for too long at work like this is not only really distracting, it could cause some trouble around the office if it goes on for too long.
What are you talking about right now?
I know that sometimes there are emergencies and that sometimes it is necessary to get back to someone, even while working. But I want you to know that unless it is an emergency, I will no longer be responding to any of your messages while I'm at work.
You what? Who do you think you are right now?
Anyways, I have some work I need to do on the plane, so I'll be going now.
Plane? Are you traveling somewhere for work?
Yes, it's the first day of a business trip for me. Once I touch down, I'll be busy, so I need to finish some of this work now. I'm going now.
Well, it's not like I care about what you're doing anyway, so there. Also, about the party to celebrate my husband's promotion, like I said, it's going to be at the steakhouse downtown. I've made the reservation, so everything should be ready to go. I invited you because it's my job as the leader to bring you to these kinds of functions, so you better be there. It's going to start right at noon tomorrow. Got it? I better see you there or else. You're new here, so you don't have any excuse to not be there. I won't allow it. Hello? Do you understand what I'm saying? Hannah, are you there? It is already past 12 o'clock. Where are you? Are you really going to make someone who is doing you such a huge favor wait? I had a feeling you would do this, but I wanted to trust you because I'm so kind. But of course you aren't going to show up. How could I expect any less of you? Well, now I am going to make you pay for this whole meal for my husband's promotion. There are 30 people here, you know. I bet the bill will easily be in the thousands. And that bill is just going to grow with every passing moment with all the food we'll be ordering. So if you don't want to have to foot that bill, you better get over here right this instant. We're going to be starting any second now, so you better hurry. Hey! It has been a whole hour. Do you know that? Hannah, do you think that what I said earlier was a joke? I was being 100% serious with you. Even if the bill ends up being $1 million, I am still going to make you pay for every last cent. Do you hear me? I follow through with what I say. You better remember that. You're in big trouble now. All right, I'll give you another hour, and if you're not here, then I am going to put in the next round of orders, and you'll have to pay for all of those too. The total is only going to go up, you know. Every second you ignore me, you're just hurting yourself. You know, Hannah, I really hoped that we could be friends, but I think that you still just don't understand how things work around here. I am the leader of the wives in our neighborhood. Do you understand me? That means that what I say goes. I just hope this punishment teaches you the lesson you so valuably need. All right then, I guess I'll put in some more orders. Thankfully, everybody who did come brought their appetites with them.
Bridget, what are all of these messages?
What do you think you're trying to pull with all of this? Oh, look who finally decided to read their messages. And I'm the one who should be asking you that question. Did you really think you could just miss this meal in honor of my husband and get away with it? This is what happens to uppity little newcomers who move into my neighborhood and try to disobey me. If you had just let me take care of you like the good leader that I am, then none of this would be happening to you right now. None of what? Well, I think everyone here is just about stuffed to the brim with all the delicious, expensive food we got to try. All thanks to you, of course. So you know, the total for all of it was $5,700. It was how much? Did you all really eat that much food? That is insane! Well, of course. We had about 30 people show up after all. But surely all of those people couldn't have just been the other moms from our area, right? That's right. It wasn't just those ladies. Of all the people that came, 11 of them were my followers from our neighborhood. 9 were some lackeys I picked up at yoga class, and the rest were just good friends of mine. Some of them even brought their husbands. And that totaled to about 30 people? Wow, that is quite a crowd. Well, of course. I know it seems like a lot, but this party was a big deal. How could I not throw something this huge for my husband's promotion? Anyways, hurry and get here. We're all waiting on you to pay for the bill. Bridget, I am not going. I already told you that I am away on a business trip. There is no way I could go even if I wanted to now. Wait, what do you mean? You ran away? Where are you going? What? No! I told you yesterday that I was on a plane for a business trip. A trip that I am still in the middle of and will not be coming home from for a while. Even if I did pack up and leave right now, it would still take me 3 hours to fly back. What? Wait, you can't be serious, right? You mean you can't make it back here to pay? Oh no. Hold on, I need to call my husband really quick. Hold on, your husband isn't there? I thought this whole thing was in his honor, but he's not even there? That seems a little bit strange, don't you think? Well, yes. He said he had some last-minute work come up and told me that he wouldn't be able to make it. So we all gave a toast in his honor. But no, he didn't actually attend. Are you sure he wasn't busy going back to and packing up all the stuff in your house? What are you talking about? Why would he have to leave our home? You're not making any sense. Well, because last month your husband was fired. That's why. Excuse me? And just what makes you think that? If I recall correctly, the word on the street was that he was planning on moving out to Texas where his family lives. Wait. What? When was this? I never heard of anything like that. Didn't he mention any of this to you? Wow, sounds like you two have a really healthy relationship. Well, Dan told me that he was getting promoted to company president today. Oh, about that. It came out that he actually took credit for another employee's achievements in order to secure the promotion, and so all of that fell apart. He did. What now? When did all of this happen? Well, at first a demotion and pay cut were being considered. But after talking a bit to some of the employees under him, it was revealed just how awful he was to them, and the decision was made to fire him instead. All of his employees more or less agreed that he would always wield his power over them in inappropriate ways and constantly belittled them and create an unpleasant work environment. Unpleasant work environment? What do you mean by that? Well, in order to confirm some of these reports, I was sent to your branch temporarily in order to assess whether they were true or not. Kind of like an undercover HR person? Is that even a thing? It is. And I have already picked up and recorded so many issues here that, frankly, I have been floored. But of course, the source of so many of the complaints,
not only from the company, but from the HOA too. All traced back to you and Dan. But you know, even your own husband said that he had always done whatever you told him to do. And that it wasn't until he was fired that he really snapped out of it. He told me he wanted to turn over a new leaf. All of this while he was bawling his eyes out in front of me.
Hannah, just who are you? What do you even do here?
Well, my real position at this company is as director of sales.
Wait, hold on just a moment there. I thought the director of sales was the company president's only daughter and was up next to become the president once he steps down. So, that means that you...
Yes, correct. And that person is me.
What?
Also, just to clear the record, my husband works for an entirely different company.
But, no. This can't be right. I'm not the bad person here. You are. If I knew any of that, then I wouldn't have done half the things I did.
Bridget, is this really the time for you to be blaming me for your mistakes? Don't you have more pressing matters at hand?
What? What do you mean?
Well, what are you going to do about your impressive steak bill? Do you think the restaurant has already called the police?
No. You don't think they really would, do you?
Well, it's not like you can tell them I am on my way to pay it or anything.
This can't be happening. What should I do? How did this happen? Hannah, we need to talk. Yesterday, the restaurant did end up calling the police on me. And then, when I got home that night, Dan said he wanted a divorce. He already put in the paperwork from the time I tried to threaten him with them during one of our fights. Now he says that since he's gotten fired, he just wants to go back to live near his family and learn to take over their ranch. He even took the kids with him. But I'm just a stay-at-home mom. I don't have any kind of savings or anything. Well, I did. But yesterday, when the police made me pay the restaurant, I used up all of the savings I had. There's no way I can win the kids back if I don't even have an income. I had to beg my sister to take me in, but she was also furious with me. She told me I could stay for a month, and after that she's gonna kick me out whether or not I found a job. How did it all come to this? What am I supposed to do? This is hopeless. Hannah, please. I am begging you. I mean, you're going to be the next president of the company. Surely there is something you can do. Or you must have some kind of idea of how to get out of this mess. Hannah, the least you could do is open these messages. I am pouring my heart out here. Don't you pity me for all of this?
After that, the other messages Hannah sent to me were while I was in the middle of a meeting that ended up running quite long, and I couldn't read them as they popped up as notifications anymore. Of course, I couldn't get back to her right away, but I really did think it was too bad that she still couldn't take any responsibility right down to the bitter end. I guess she just never figured out how to separate her work life from her personal life. Even after she found a part-time job and her sister kicked her out, I heard that she got so many infractions for showing up late after sleeping in. Some days she wouldn't even go back to work after her lunch break was over. Even when she would finally show up to work, she would spend all the time on her phone shopping. And when her boss would get mad at her, she still couldn't understand what she did wrong. Anyways, with nobody there to help correct her behavior, she ended up operating some lines of credit to try and get out of the situation she had found herself in. But that just drove her deeper and deeper into a pit of debt that she may never get out of now.